Welcome to a journey where your income doesn't define your financial potential. Did you know that nearly 40% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency expense with cash? Yet, the path to financial freedom isn't just for the wealthy. It's open to everyone, including you. In this video series, we're diving into practical, innovative strategies that can turn even a modest income into a growing nest egg. From mastering the art of budgeting to uncovering hidden income streams, we'll explore how you can save, earn, and invest smarter. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Curious about how small, strategic changes can lead to big financial outcomes? Stay tuned as we break down the myths of wealth building and equip you with the tools you need to secure a brighter, wealthier future. Get ready to change how you think about money. Let's build wealth, one smart step at a time. Chapter 1. The Art of Budgeting. Crafting your blueprint to wealth. Creating a budget might sound basic, but it's the cornerstone of building wealth, especially on a low income. Think of it as your financial roadmap. It doesn't just help you see where your money goes each month, it helps you direct it where it needs to go. Here's a startling fact. According to a survey by Bankrate, nearly 20% of Americans don't budget at all. Yet, those who do are more likely to save and feel less financial stress. Starting is simple. First, track every penny you spend for a month. You might be surprised to see where your money is actually going. Coffee here, a snack there, it all adds up. Once you know what you're spending, categorize your expenses. Fixed expenses like rent or mortgage are a given, but variable expenses like groceries or entertainment can often be adjusted. The 50-30-20 rule is a great framework for beginners. Allocate 50% of your income to necessities, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. If saving seems tough on a low income, consider this: even small amounts add up. If you save just $5 a day, that's $1,825 a year. Now, here's a unique tip. Use visual tools. Visualizing your budget can be powerful. Create a visual chart or graph that maps out your expenses versus your income. Seeing it visually can motivate you to make changes and stick to your budget. Remember, the goal of budgeting isn't to restrict you, it's to empower you. As Dave Ramsey famously said, a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Chapter 2. Hidden Gems. Uncovering Overlooked Income Streams. Building wealth on a low income often means thinking outside the box when it comes to earning money. It's about finding the hidden gems. Did you know that the gig economy is a treasure trove for extra income? Platforms like Uber, Airbnb, and Freelancer can turn free time into earning time. In fact, a report by McKinsey found that about 162 million people in Europe and the United States engage in some form of independent work. But there are even less obvious ways to earn. Consider cashback apps and websites like Rakuten or Swagbucks. Shopping online through these portals can earn you a percentage of your money back. Over time, this can add up to a significant amount. Another often overlooked strategy is renting out your stuff. From tools to parking spaces, if you have something someone else needs, you can rent it out. Websites like Fat Llama allow users to rent nearly anything to neighbors. It's easy money for items that would otherwise just sit around. And don't forget about micro-investing apps like Acorns, where you can invest small amounts of change automatically from everyday purchases. It might seem small, but as the old saying goes, from little acorns do mighty oaks grow. Chapter 3. Frugal Living, Rich Future. Lifestyle changes that pay off. Living frugally isn't about pinching pennies. It's about making smarter choices that lead to a richer life. Surprisingly, adopting a frugal lifestyle can save you a substantial amount of money without sacrificing quality of life. For instance, the average American spends about $3,000 a year on dining out, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Imagine redirecting even a portion of that to your savings. Start with something simple like meal planning. It reduces impulse buys at the grocery store and cuts down on eating out. Planning meals for the week can save you both time and money, and who doesn't love that? Plus, cooking at home is healthier, which can save on future medical bills. A double win. Next, look at your recurring expenses. Do you really watch all those cable channels, or could a streaming service suffice? The average cable bill is over $100 a month, while streaming services can be as low as $10. Switching could save you over $1,000 a year. Another frugal living tip involves energy consumption. Did you know that simply turning off appliances when not in use can save an average household about $100 annually? It's an easy fix that keeps more money in your pocket. Frugality also means knowing when to buy. Purchasing items off-season can save a lot, especially with clothing and holiday items. And always shop with a list to avoid unnecessary purchases. Chapter 4: Investing on a Dime. Smart strategies for small starters. Investing might seem daunting, especially on a low income, but it's crucial for building wealth. The key is to start small. Thanks to modern technology, you don't need thousands of dollars to begin. Apps like Robinhood and Stash allow you to buy fractional shares of stocks and ETFs with as little as $5. One of the best investment strategies for small starters is dollar cost averaging. This involves investing a fixed amount into a particular investment at regular intervals, regardless of the share price. Over time, this strategy can reduce the impact of volatility on the overall purchase. The beauty of dollar cost averaging is that it forces you to be consistent, turning investing into a habit. Another strategy is to focus on high dividend stocks or funds. These investments pay you back just for holding them, and reinvesting those dividends can dramatically increase your investment over time. According to a study by Hartford Funds, over 40 years, dividends contributed to 84% of the total return of the S&P 500. It's also wise to take advantage of employer-sponsored retirement plans, especially if they match contributions. That's free money, and it's an investment in your future. If your employer offers a 401k match, make sure to contribute enough to get the maximum match. It can double your investment instantly. Chapter 5: Debt-Free Journey. Your roadmap out of debt. Getting out of debt is a powerful step towards financial freedom, especially on a low income. The average American has about $90,460 in debt, which includes credit cards, loans, and mortgages according to Experian. The weight of this debt can feel overwhelming, but with a structured plan, it's manageable. The first step in your debt-free journey is to list all your debts in order of interest rate from highest to lowest. This is known as the avalanche method. By focusing on the debts with the highest interest rates first, you minimize the amount paid over time. It's not just about paying off debt, it's about paying it off smartly. Another effective strategy is the snowball method, where you pay off the smallest debts first to gain momentum. This method can be incredibly motivating, as each paid-off debt gives you the confidence to tackle the next. Communication with your creditors can also open doors. Many are willing to negotiate lower interest rates or adjust payment plans if they see you're committed to paying off your balance. It never hurts to ask, and you might be surprised at the flexibility offered. A crucial tip: avoid taking on new debt. It can be tempting to use credit for purchases when cash is tight, but every time you do, you're taking a step back on your journey. Instead, focus on building a small emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses. Chapter 6: The Wealth Mindset. Thinking big on a small budget. The final key to building wealth on a low income is developing the right mindset. It's not just about what you do with your money, but how you think about it. Those who achieve financial freedom think differently. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. Start by setting clear, achievable financial goals. Whether it's saving for a down payment, investing in education, or starting a business, having specific targets can keep you focused. Visualization can be a powerful motivator. Picture yourself reaching these goals. What does it look like? What does it feel like? It's also important to educate yourself financially. Knowledge is power. Spend time learning about personal finance, investment strategies, and economic principles. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make smart decisions. Interestingly, a study by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority found that those with higher financial literacy are more likely to plan for retirement and have emergency funds. Adopt a philosophy of lifelong learning and curiosity. This doesn't just apply to finances but to all areas of life. People who are curious and continuously learn are often more successful. They're always looking for ways to improve, and they adapt more easily to change. Lastly, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. The people you spend time with can influence your attitudes towards money and life. Seek out mentors and peers who encourage you to think bigger and push you towards your goals. As Jim Rohn famously said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely and cultivate relationships that support your wealth-building journey.